Hi, Charlie here. Just kind of wanted to give a very curious update. Scout was basically just begging to do a video. Just one uploaded to the cloud, one of those. Like we just talk. We just find a person to talk to. And the person she wanted to talk to was Stephen Colbert. She didn't really say much because when she's on camera and talking, I mean, I did we did a video where she was part of it, and like any child, uh, she speaks about like a child. Lots of ums, lots of like lots of just all over the place cacophony, as if me talking wasn't cacophonous enough. I'm so I've been having visions of being in the room with Stephen Colbert, answering questions about just all matter of things. Reading from his Akashic records, yes, providing a mediumship moment or several with Tolkien. Um, I've just been having those visions. And yeah, John Oliver has been part of those too. Seth Meyers has been part of that too. Amber Ruffin, Jenny Hagel, like basically just the writers. And it kind of makes sense because it aligns very well with some of the services I provide as a consultant in just not even just program evaluation, but just like Akashic Akashically forward, what do you need for your staff stuff. That's like those are services that I provide. Um, but they're only like provided in theory because I've done those kinds of things in my past, like helping groups with whatever it is that they need help with. I just haven't done it since being me, since being Charlie, and haven't done it since learning to read the Akashic records with groups. Just haven't been hired to. So I keep having these visions. And the thing about visions is, having celebrities as the like figureheads of them, it just kind of helps. It helps to sort of structure it so that it's not just nameless, faceless entity in the future. It's like, no, these people that I look up to and would be absolutely honored to provide answers to spiritual questions about, um, like, and I am a writer, and I can pull from the Akashic realm for anything that people want information on. And everyone's Akashic records are so vastly different that what comes through is always so educational for me that, yeah, people that I look up to as just, you know, entertainment heroes of mine are people that I would love to be like a provider of information from their Akashic records just because of how much I'm sure I would learn. It's very selfish, very, very selfish. But that's the point of having dreams and visions and everything. But she really did just get on there and a very short video, very sweet, very cute. But I was like, oh my gosh, okay, this is impacting Scout now too. Should I shut this down? Should I not be like, should we rotate? Should I get something else? Because yeah, I'm still in this hope, plan, dream, do the work that I can on the side now. I'm doing orientation right now for a role that I'll be taking on. I'm not excited about it, but you got to do what you got to do in the meantime to pay your bills, right? But yeah, I don't know why I didn't think that, continuing to plan for my own just career future and let these visions sort of just come in, because it's not necessarily that I go seek, like I don't put place an order with my own downloads, like, yeah, requesting more of the people I look up to hiring me for stuff. I don't request that, but because I'm still continuing to look into future of work stuff, career stuff, which, by the way, if you're hearing this and going, wait, what? I can hire you to do consulting work for my company? Yeah, soulharmonyconnection.com. There's a whole consulting tab. You can just lay it out. And I do work for trades if that's sort of a thing. But for real, if your HR department is wanting to spice things up with your staff and get an Akashic record reader to hang out for the day. Yeah. I think that would be very beneficial and very helpful. I can answer questions about the company. I can answer questions about the building. That's a fun one. Do an Akashic record reading of like the building you're in because there's stories that are there. Um, it's all for your highest good on the day. There's just stuff. There's any number of things you can do with an Akashic record reader's like time and capacities, right? Hire me, please. Um, but yeah, just that's just been what my visions have been coming through. People that I've been a fan of for a very long time, um, who are doing the kind of work that I really respect and appreciate because it gives me a chance to stay informed without having to overdo it on any particular. They do the research and synthesize things in a way that makes makes it easier for me to take in. That's what it is. Um, and I appreciate that after spending, careers doing work in nonprofits and social justice and political stuff. So not in those worlds anymore. I don't want to go back to those worlds. I feel like I served my time. Uh, got a little burnt out. My family got a little burnt out on that. So I don't really want to go into that so much, but I say that as a person who's continued to apply to those roles, but those roles haven't been wanting me back. I haven't been getting interviews, haven't been getting jobs. So, you know, but I don't know. It's very curious to me that because Scout does truly, she truly coexists with us, but is not here all the time. Um, she is asleep, and when any of us are asleep, we go to other realms and we go to just other places. And part of her being here is to scout ahead. That's part of the nickname. She's a scout, um, and she's the one who keeps telling me that new friends are coming. She keeps saying like next week, which it's 27th of February for me. And yeah, they're basically her and everyone else in here is like, yeah, March. March is it. March is it. 2 weeks or a week ago, I got a message. Dream state, woke up from dream state, did some journaling about the dream itself, and then an interpretation because that's how I do it. I write out what the dream was, and then I also open the channels for interpretation of the dream. Can also provide that for you if you want it. um, and it even said in 2 weeks, which will be starting like next week with the beginning of March. So very curious about all these messages that come through, but it's really just like I feel like a concerned big sister now because me having visions and like just the constant sort of previews it feels like of being in these rooms with these people is it fills me with hope, and my skeptical side will never allow myself to fully believe that it's anything more than just fantasy to keep me elevated while life is still hard and not working, but like there's no movement, there's no external movement in a way that I really want. Like this job is external movement, but it's not in the direction that I actually want. It's in the direction that I have to go due to lack of being able to pay our bills. Um, and even it's not really a bill paying role so much as like a service role where I'll get a little bit of money. Um, in fact, I will be getting less than minimum wage for the hours that I am doing it, and it's an undertaking of a job. So that's fun. Um, but it's a role. It's a job. So um, I think I'm a little bit not like worried. I'm not worried, but there's this part of me that's just deeply like, oh no, like why did Scout want to make a video talking to Stephen Colbert? Because she made it so that it would go on the cloud, and she basically made it so that this is what she said. She's like, she told me, she's like, so that when he emails you, you can send it to him. I'm like, girl. Okay, all right. Because it's, you're not going to tell your little like, no, I'm not going to do that. Um, so apparently now the fantasy realm of actually working with some of my heroes is becoming part of more than just my um reality, I guess you could call it. You always worry about your littles because you don't want them to start like hoping for things that won't happen, because then their hearts break and you're just like, I know we can help you, but I don't want your heart to break because like, uh, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. Like, I just need life to get a little bit better and for enough money to. I have my dreams are not that. Yes, I have these visions. Yes, I have this as big dreams, but like my actual dreams are pretty small right now. They're pretty basic. They're pretty like, I just need the change of location of where I am, and maybe friends. That'd be nice. And maybe coworker friends. That'd be nice. My God. My God. Well, this is just an update video of like, huh, okay. What do you do when the things that you're having channeled visions about that you don't believe are true, you really do feel are fiction to help? Because really and truly, fantasy helps. If you need to believe in something that is a complete impossibility, and I know that I agree and understand with but nothing is impossible. Okay, sure, but uh, uh. Like, let's all just appreciate too that some of us just don't have the life where the things that we can see are actually what we're going to achieve. Like, do I really want to believe that that's my life? Of course not. Of course not. That's why I have visions of this. That's why when a download comes in, I'm like, all right, I'll play this out. I'll play this conversation out. I'll play this back and forth out. I'll play this game that I'm having them play out, because I'm basically using characters I see on TV for these previews that are really providing me with an opportunity to practice just being in the room with other people, using gifts that I have to entertain and educate at the same time, which is what I really want, because I don't want to be the kind of reader that just goes and sits and is quiet and is like, no, no, no. I want like active participation. I want it to be. I used to do training for adults, and like and I used to be a teacher, preschool and college. So like I like to be very involved with anything that I'm doing, and there's no reason why you can't do Akashic record readings in a way that's super entertaining. That's what I've been trying to become, basically, an entertaining Akashic record reader. Like, no shade to how anyone else does Akashic record readings. It's just it's my brand of doing it, because my brand of doing it just mm, it's not a complete impossibility. I do appreciate that. It's just having these visions, because these visions started last March. They started last March when I saw myself on Last Week Tonight, like John Oliver putting a picture of me over his shoulder and talking about something that I had been doing. And it got really big, and I didn't and really prominent, especially through June. And it was having visions was new to me. Having that level of visions was very new to me. And I was talking about it on a really regular basis with my husband, who not only wasn't believing me, but was just like bothered by everything I was doing at the time. And I kind of just, you know, when you're surrounded by people who don't believe in anything that you do and they don't like anything that you do, and you're just always made to feel like you're wrong, it kind of just makes any of the visions, any of the channeling, any of the work that you do, you always just feel a little wrong when you do it. Like there's something wrong with you. And yeah, I know what John Oliver typically covers, so the concept of covering something that I do is unlikely. Not impossible, though, especially if he ever did get an Akashic Record reading from me. I would like to think that he would be delightfully surprised at how open he would be to some of that stuff. That stuff just meaning like what everyone in Hollywood calls woo woo. It's not woo woo. We're like woo woo. That's oh god. Sorry. Uh, See, I even feel embarrassed talking about this. I literally feel embarrassed talking about this because I feel crazy. Like I don't actually feel crazy, but I've been made to feel crazy by so many people that the act of even talking about it at all, I'm like scared. Like, there is a central nervous system response that is happening right now where I am about 75% of the way to a panic attack just sharing this with you. And you've been following my channel, right? What else have I shared on this channel except for like everything in my goddamn life? And no, I'm scared to just talk about the fact that I have visions of the likes of Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers, and John Oliver being people I would work with in the future. What is like that's so fucked up. Like why don't I want to believe that? Why don't I want to allow myself to actually believe that? Because it makes me feel like a weirdo. It's not my fault I've been having visions. And also it was literally John Oliver since last March. Not a lot. Not a lot. Um just had some like, whoa, this okay, this is the potential future I'm in. Oh wow, amazing. Yes, thank you. I would love to be on this show because maybe that would actually get me clients. Was kind of the thinking. Was kind of the thought. uh, it's only been since the beginning, well, no, since the very end of January that I've had Stephen Colbert come in and come online as a potential as well. And then Seth Meyers, I think it's just because I'm such a regular like I just finished watching Corrections and yeah. I mean, those three have very big murmurations, the collectives of people that watch them. So their continued life journey, people check in with them, and quantum entanglements. It impacts where everyone's moving in their continuation of reality creation through time. Yeah, what does happen to one's life when you get quantumly entangled in a way that puts you in the creation side of any of the Akashic record containers that they create? Currently only know that from the viewership side, don't know it from the creation side. I know this from the creation side and the viewer side. Deeply, deeply curious about what it feels like and what you pick up on, too. Hmm. Well, is this a prediction video of mine? I suppose so. Because Scout believes that Stephen Colbert will be reaching out to us via email before this video would go live. Okay. Well, thank you for the heads up. I appreciate that. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Is there anything that you would like to say? I've been the one talking this whole time. Can I? You can. Okay. Charlie doesn't believe that good things are going to happen because lots of bad stuff's been happening, and even the stuff that's good isn't very good, and it's not really for Charlie. It's because she is doing things for our former internal family, but what Charlie sees is her future and our future. And
Even sometimes it doesn't happen as fast as you want it to, but it does happen. And it's okay to dream in things that other people say are crazy because they don't understand. And they don't want life to change, but you do.
Yeah, I do want life to change. I really do. More than anything.
Yeah, that's why you're gonna do that one.
That one?
Yeah, you're gonna say hi and you're gonna help and they're gonna give you money.
I like this. Okay. Well,
Can I say hi
who do you want to say hi to?
to Steven?
Yeah, you can. If he's watching, yeah.
Okay, hi Steven. And um also um he gonna do the bigger part than others are. Corbin's really loud. We're sorry. Um ow.
Okay. All right. Well, dog interruption seems like a pretty good time to end this. So, thank you so much for watching. Every day is just it's complicated sometimes when you get a bunch of visions and you're like, what am I doing with this information? Allow it to play out. Stay skeptical, but stay open. And I look forward to seeing for myself if what they are telling me is true. Because let's face it, either sometime in the near future you will get an update video from me that says, okay, so this is happening, or you'll just see more of the same. You'll see more of the same. I mean, you know, how many dreams don't come true on a regular basis? Plenty. I'm staying open, I promise. And I encourage you to as well. And yeah, if you start having visions of having conversations with celebrities that you have regularly followed for a number of years, there might be a reason for that. It might just be escapism so that you can get central nervous system relief so that you're making other choices with your time to at least get you out of whatever stuckness you're in. And if that's the case, then that's the case, you know? It's okay for it to just be fantasy. It's okay for it to just be what you need right now. And you can deal with the disappointment later if it is what you truly want. Because let me tell you, I would adore being hired by one of these shows to help them with anything, writing, Akashic record reading stuff, just answering questions about what the fuck is going on in modern spiritual conversations. Yeah. Yeah. And more, because let me tell you, there's just, oh God, I'm not kidding. Any question. Any question. Yeah. So, seriously, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. We will talk soon. Bye.